In this video I want to talk about a concept I touched up in a previous video called is there a free-to-play endgame, or is there an endgame in free-to-play? Where I basically argue that yes, there basically is once you've done all the quests and leveled up all your skills, done a lot of exploring, found hidden dungeons, getting the music cape, or not the music cape, but getting all the music unlocked. And I basically decided, well, I'm not actually completionist on pay-to-play RuneScape, although on free-to-play I think that there are some things I can do that would actually kind of advance myself towards either completion escape or just for the sake of completing something in the free game, right? So I went back over my free-to-play endgame video, and I came up with about five or six different things in free-to-play that I still haven't done left. I'll show these up on screen, but basically these are getting all of War's Retreat Swords, so that includes the Adrenaline Crystal, and I think one other reward, I forgot what it was, once you get 1,000 and 2,000 kills respectively through the War's Retreat hideout. I'm going to unlock all the Artisan's Workshop rewards in free-to-play, again for my case. That'll basically just be the Psalm Smith, or basically the one where you Psalm Smith basically, where you get a sort of increase in XP from your burial armor. The next would be finishing up the Great Orb Project rewards, or the cosmetic rewards, particularly the wizard robes, which aren't actually wizard robes, they're sort of just cosmetic items with no stats. They can actually be stored in the pay-to-play costume room, but you can't access that in the free-to-play. Fourth would be collecting all the free-to-play boss rewards, so for example, getting things like the Cleaning Mole from Giant Mole, getting the Mole Pet, completing the Revenant's drop tables, I think maybe even Chaos Ellie, although Chaos Ellie is tied in with the Revenants, although you can get the Ellie Pet from it, which would be, again, a goal for that. And the fifth and final goal I can think of is basically just collecting all the free-to-play pets. Now, I mentioned all the boss pets so far. I do have about 4 or 5 kind of skilling pets I have listed that I don't actually have yet. So these are the 5. These are the 5, I guess, core goals I'm going to be working on. Some other goals I might be working on are just, getting a virtual level of 120 in free-to-play that normally caps at 99. And my skill of choice in this regard would be something like crafting, which is a skill I particularly like. I would like to get 120 and eventually get a 120 cape in that. I think it looks great. And the second additional goal would be just to earn 1 billion cash in free-to-play. Now, free-to-play that's very difficult, because in free-to-play you're pretty lucky if you get 2 to 3 million XP, or 2 to 3 million GP per hour in the game, because they're just not very good many money-making methods. I mean, PVM is just not really a thing in free-to-play RuneScape unless you're just doing it for kind of fun. Now, the other difficulty I imagine in starting such a series is that I could end up like my crew and get burned out, right? So it will be also my first kind of progression series, which would again make things a little bit more difficult, a little bit more complicated, although maybe it doesn't necessarily have to be. Again, with my crew, his free-to-play series, he burned out after like a couple months because the progress is just so slow, and I imagine that if we kind of consider some of these 5 core goals, hopefully I would be able to avoid burnout and maybe just try to get enough content out there that's worth justifying the cost. And of course, there's the time, of course, goes into making any sort of quality videos. But I do think that I could actually make the time for that. So, that was basically all I wanted to talk about in this video. Next video should be uploading the first episode after this one of my new free-to-play Completionist series. And in the future, as I talked about, with the core goals and the sort of auxiliary goals, for example, getting virtual level, getting 1 bill cash, I'll probably add some auxiliary goals as I think of them that might be interesting, like for example, get certain number of dungeoneering tokens or rune span points or whatnot. But so that's about it actually for this video. I was just sort of rambling. Again, I didn't really have any script. I'm just recording this live. But yeah, if you like this video, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you on the next one. Take care.